everyone, it's Brian Waters here from the QTube. I hope you're all doing well. You might remember that a few months ago we did some free online masterclasses with Mike Ladouceur, who's a teacher and professor at Royal College of Music and also works at the University of Cambridge. Those were fantastic masterclasses, and we mentioned during those that Mike has an online course for anybody interested in developing their knowledge of composition for film and for media in general. And I know that a few of you have actually signed up for his course, which is fantastic. So I decided to go back and speak to somebody who's actually done a little bit of the course, hasn't finished the course yet, and just get some impressions of how they felt about the course. So we're going to speak to Gil Johnson from the US of A and find out what he thinks of the film scoring course by Mike Ladouceur. So hey Gil, how are you? I mean, it's been a while, yeah?
It has been a while, yeah.
Because we spoke after you'd done the ocean thing, right? That was the
yes, I think that was the last time. That was, goodness, 2021, 2020, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, how's it going firstly with the school and with the teaching and stuff? How's it going?
Busy, but really well. We've come a long way since that little ocean project. I only had 25 kids that year, and this year we have close to 60.
Oh, so, wow.
Yeah, wow. It's really awesome to see how how they're growing.
Are you still using any QTube stuff in the curriculum, in the sort of in your?
Yes, we do several. So the ocean is one. In fact, I think next month will be about where I use it, because a lot of the QTube is more documentary. I pull them because there's some really, really good documentaries that you have on there. The ocean, the volcano one. I had a kid do a really cool music, like electronic score for the volcano last year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was really neat. We used the Score Relief the Spring, that little video.
Yeah.
That one's really hard for them. I need to find a way to kind of, animation in general is pretty difficult.
Yeah, it is.
That might be one that I dive a little deeper into. But the documentaries, they've been coming up with some pretty cool music for them.
So, like, we're here really to talk about the fact that after our masterclasses with Mike Ladouceur, you decided to take the plunge and sign up to his course. So you're the first person really that I've spoken to, and obviously you're part of the QTube community as well. So I wanted to talk to you about your experience really, and maybe share that with the community.
Yeah, so I saw the masterclass. I watched it later that evening. I didn't see it live, and I was really, I guess, just how Mike broke it down. It was just very. He seemed very down to earth, first of all. I mean, very down to earth, very approachable. I really enjoyed listening to him and seeing kind of his step and his thought process. So I was like, oh, let me check this out. So I clicked and looked at his course, and I think you can do the first one. I think he has for free. So I kind of messed around with it, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. I mean, it came at the right time for me, because I'd spent several years just kind of, even though I have a music degree, my music degree is in teaching. Right. So I don't have a composition degree. Everything that I've done composition wise, it's been figured out, self-taught. So I gotten to a point where I was like, okay, if I need to take this next step, I need some help in this. And that masterclass was at the perfect time. So it was my Christmas gift, was Mike's class. And I did I think I went through the first 2 units. I got them pretty quick. The second unit was the one that I was really needing help with, and that is more of the mixing and more of the technological side of things. Okay. And I've done that. I've done that unit at least 3 times, and I'm still getting new information out of it. And like I'll have a project up on one computer, and I'll have that unit up on another one. I'm like, okay, what did Mike click here? What was he talking? And that one has been really, really helpful for me personally.
So how would you summarize that part? It's about using logic to kind of finish off your mix kind of thing? Or
it's a logic, or sometimes he has logic in the example. Sometimes it's cue-based, but I'm a logic guy, so I like that it is a lot of logic as well. But how do you finish off the mix? So you have this idea. Okay, so now what do you do with this idea? How do you mix it to where it sounds like an orchestra with your samples? And even in the course, he's using the as an example, and I believe in Unit 2, the Spitfire Orchestra, the free one, the BBC Orchestra, which is a great orchestra and sample pack to get started with. I used it a lot, and you've got some pretty decent sounds in there for free. And so he's teaching you like, okay, so, in an orchestra, this is a setup. And if you want it to sound like an orchestra, you were going to put these instruments through, this channel, and you're going to mix it. Like, it was really, really helpful. And I think one of the really great things about Mike is, aside from his compositional, expertise and career, is he's also a teacher.
This is it.
So he's really good at breaking things down and explaining them in multiple ways. So, anyone can pick up on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's great. I mean, it's a skill in its own right. Yeah. To be able to teach 100%. as you know. And, it's not just about knowing something, it's about being able to convey that knowledge in the right way.
And I think that's not, if you were fortunate enough to get some of these composers out there, I'm not sure that some of them could do that, because, that like they know how to do it, but I'm not sure that they could convey it to just anyone coming in from all different backgrounds of, hey, I'm a newbie. I want to learn how to do this. I've been doing this a couple of years, et cetera. And Mike's really good at, I believe, being able to break it down so anyone can understand it.
So which modules have you done? You've done this kind of mixing module?
Theme and suites. So coming up with a melody, expanding it. I'm really excited about the fourth one I'm about to start on, which is orchestration, which is what I really love to do. And it was, the fourth one is about how you take, so you're hired to orchestrate something, and the composer gives you the MIDI file. How do you take it and then put it into notation, which I haven't done yet. I've orchestrated before, but I haven't done that particular step. So I'm really, really looking forward to Unit 4, but I've done the first 3.
How many units are there? How many modules are there?
I believe there's 7 or 8. Yeah. And he takes it from like, okay, so if you're hired on this project, each one is kind of a step in getting it to the final product. So here you're starting out with your ideas. How do you compose a theme? How do you put a suite together? How do you mix it? How do you orchestrate it?
Yeah.
Going all through, okay, this would be the recording process and this would be the final mix. So it's really, each unit is kind of a step into, if you were hired, how would you get it from your ideas to a musician and into a picture? Each unit has an individual project where you practice what you've learned from that unit and you put it into practice for something.
And then you get the chance to review that with Mike, do you? In some way?
And that in and of itself would be worth every penny right there. I cannot, it's amazing. Like that is, we meet like every 2 weeks, I think, or depending on Mike's schedule, sometimes it might be less, but it's mostly every 2 weeks. And we just sit down. You can bring anything in there. It doesn't have to be film music, like what he just recently was helping me. I was in a state composition contest for an orchestra. So trying to get this piece commissioned for an orchestra. So and Mike really helped me kind of take, I think my first idea, it was like 2 minutes. I had kind of the bare bones basic. I have a theme here, and this is how I want to end it. And he helped me over the course of a month to expand that into almost about a 5-minute piece that I can kind of shop around and see if anybody would be interested in playing it. But it's great. Yeah. I mean, the feedback that you get, the one-on-one time that you get, just so helpful. I mean, that aspect of the course is worth every penny in and of itself.
So how does that work? Is it like a group Zoom, or do you have literally a one-to-one?
Yeah, it's a group Zoom, and people in the course are on it, and then he also live streams it to his Twitch channel. So anybody can go and watch the Twitch stream, but only members of the course are in on the Zoom.
I just wanted to get like a completely independent opinion that I could share with the community, so that if anybody's trying to figure out, where can I learn more, we can give them this as a sort of, look, this is the course. This is what somebody says about the course. We've got this discount code, which I'll put in the description so you can get it much cheaper. And hopefully people will benefit. So you really feel you're benefiting from it, yeah?
1,000%. Like, and Mike is wonderful. I mean, like to be a teacher, to be, you know, a composer, an orchestrator, and all the different things that he does. I mean, he is genuinely interested in helping you out and getting you to wherever it is you want to be in your career, and also giving you the time of day to help you. Yeah. I mean, Mike is just fantastic. You really to consider him a mentor and teacher in this field. I mean, he's like, yeah, I mean, I think very highly of him, and the course is spectacular.
I really appreciate you joining me from.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to do this. It was good to chat with you again. I saw
likewise.
I'm hoping you'll come across the pond one of these days.
Oh, I definitely will. It's just a question of when, but for sure. And likewise, you know. All right, Gil. Well, I'll let you get back to your lovely family. All right. Thanks, Gil. Take care.
Brian.
Have a good day.
You too.
So I hope you found that interesting. If you're interested in doing the course, there's a link down below to take you to that course, which will give you a hefty discount via the QTube. And at the moment, at the time of sharing this video, Mike is running a special discount for the beginning of the academic year. So if you act quickly, you'll be able to get the course at an extra special cheap price. And it's a one-time payment for the course for life. Any sort of updates on the course you'll benefit from as Mike continues to develop the course. And I'd love to hear from anybody else who's done the course and is interested in sharing their impressions. So thanks a lot, take care, have a great day. Bye for now.